Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Masaki Takeuchi. We developed Syrinx. If you lose your voice or you can't speak to your family or best friend without advance notice, how do you feel? One day, suddenly, I couldn't make conversation with one of my friends. He got laryngeal cancer and removed his vocal cord, so could not speak. It was very sad for me. However, he must have been more tough than anyone. Like him, the laryngectomy patients' problems are that they cannot speak by themselves. So for them, there are some voice rehabilitation methods. First, EL, electrolarynx. Please watch demo video. Sorry.
Hello, my name is Torin, and I have a voice.
Like this video, and handheld device placed to the skin of the neck and generates vibration sound. Then it is shaped by the tongue and lips and converted into speech. This method is easy to speak and non-surgical method, but many patients avoid this because it has a flat tone, needs to be held and awkward. So second is esophageal speech. Please watch demo video.
Hello. My name is Torin, and I have a voice.
Yeah, like this video, the user swallows small amounts of air into esophagus before forcing them back up. The clamp of swallowed air causes a food pipe to vibrate, generating the sound that is further modified by the tongue and lips to create words. This method is hands-free speech and non-surgical method, but many patients avoid this method because it takes a long time to learn with intensive therapy needed and low success rate. It means that few people learn to communicate well and only can speak short sentences. Third, voice prosthetic speech. Please watch demo video.
Hello. My name is Torin, and I have a voice.
Yeah, like this video, after the surgery, all breathing takes place via the opening the neck. All the air from the user's lungs is directed from the windpipe via the voice prosthesis into the food pipe before reaching their mouth. When the exhaled air passes through the upper part of the esophagus, the surrounding tissue will start to vibrate. This vibration creates a sound that ends up as spoken words when shaped by the tongue and lips. This method is natural, fluent voice, so the most common method used today. But the patient takes much money for surgery operation, maintenance, and exchanging voice prosthetics. And then it is a surgical method, so high invasive. What do they need to improve their lives? I interviewed about 15 laryngectomy patients. They said, we want a non-invasive and no operation, and we want to speak in natural voice or their past voice to enjoy talking or cooking with our grandchildren easily. So they would like to speak from mouth without delay. So we made it. The name is Syrinx. This cylinder part includes a transducer, which you place on your throat when you're speaking. Syrinx vibrates your throat to create the sound that becomes speech when filtered through your mouth. To make it possible, we created original signal processing algorithm where using LPC residual 1. It can realize 1, powerful and natural speech, 2, very easy to make the vibration sound, third, quick solution. Once you upload your past voice data, our algorithm makes personalized vibration pattern to produce your voice. We have met about 100 users and 65 users felt good about Syrinx, and 4 users use Syrinx in their daily lives. I introduced one of the users. He's laryngectomy patient because of laryngeal cancer. He wanted to use the voice of Japanese famous actor Yujiro Ishihara, so I made use of his voice data and made vibration sound for this user. He introduced himself with Syrinx. Please watch video. On his comments, He said, "It was very amazing, and I want to use Syrinx in public to talk with my friends. I was encouraged. Thank you so much," he said. This is a global market size. 1.4 million people lost their voice in the world due to throat cancer, ALS, and so on. So our potential target is 190,000 people because it is all number of laryngectomies. Our serviceable available market is 120,000 people use voice prosthetics. Compared to the competition, in terms of invasiveness, voice prosthetic speech is highly invasive. Esophageal speech, EL, and Syrinx are no invasive. In terms of the voice quality, esophageal speech and EL are extremely low, but voice prosthetic speech assures a high voice quality. Our device still not reach the level. So we developed to aim at reaching the same level. Voice quality of voice prosthetic speech. In order to realize the natural voice quality, Syrinx will get the intonation control in the future. This is our business model. First, users pay $500 to register personal voice data. If they have already lost their voice, they can buy the option to select the natural, personal-like voice. Next, we create a user's vibration sound with our algorithm, and we have a voice data bank. Third, we ask the hardware company to product the device, and then user can get hardware freely. Once you get hardware, you don't have to buy a new one for 5 years. On the other hand, a lot of voice data needed from AI voice service company and voice research institution, so we enter into licensing agreements with them and get license fee. Our marketing model is similar to that of a hearing aid. We are planning to hook up with healthcare providers so that doctors can introduce our device to their patients right after their treatments. Then the patients can contact us to buy a product. Also, FDA is listing. This is our team. I'm doctoral course student at University of Tokyo. I worked as a voice analyst at Riken. Background in electricity engineering, so knows this field very well. Our design engineer with extensive experience in medical robotics and AI. Our strength is that we have 3 advisors on welfare engineering, throat doctor, and voice synthesis, and cooperated with the Panasonic and Sony in terms of research and development. This is our milestone. By June 2022, we will improve the voice quality like pitch and intonation of Syrinx, especially focus on English users on UCSD programs. And then we are going to build a company and find a hardware partner. In 2023, we start mass production and sales in the US and Japan. In 2025, we will get 420,000 users and $50 million in global market. This is my contact information. Please send me SNS messages or an email if you are interested in a product. Speech is a right, not a privilege. We change the world for people who have lost their voice. Thank you for listening.